you also spoke about building relationship and the importance of that. Don't you think it's harder when when people are far away and just through a screen, communicating through a screen, it makes building relationships harder? How would you fix that if we indeed move towards more hybrid and remote work?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think, it makes building relationships different. It doesn't kind of keep us from making those connections and having these relationships, but it's something that's not very natural, right? You're just kind of looking at the screen. Is it the avatar? What is it? It's like a real person. In real life, you just have all those components of communication, like, verbal communication and non-verbal communication. And sometimes when I sit, in front of you, you cannot see, for example, how I move my legs, you cannot fully absorb all the information. And that, especially, when you have a conversation without video, that's completely like a mystery. Who is that person? I'm having an interview, like, who is that person behind the picture?
Yeah.
That might be difficult because you cannot read the mood. You cannot anticipate on some reactions. That's one of the things. And we just, we are social animals, and having those social interactions on top of our everyday work is very important to feeling connected. And that's something that doesn't happen a lot in a virtual environment because everything is planned. We have a meeting. Okay, we join the meeting, we discuss it. We might have a small talk before, but then that's it. And when you're in office, of course, you have more of that extra communication. You go grab a coffee, you go grab lunch. You have sometimes those social situations that allow you to connect deeper.
Yeah.
So definitely, if hybrid remote is possible in your organization, I think that's the best idea. That's the best way to go. Yeah.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I think people will miss that those small things that seem like details but are important for building relationships. Because fully remote, at some point, you're going to be disengaged. I don't see, unless you have a very task-oriented kind of job that you can do from everywhere. You don't have a lot of meetings and all that. You just do your thing and that's it. I guess that will be successful. But for people working within a team and, that requires teamwork, if you do it remote all the time, at some point, my feeling is that you're going to be disengaged because you don't connect a level deeper. I'm not saying that you should be friends with everyone that you work with, but that part of creating a relationship, knowing something about someone, makes you more engaged. It's just natural. We are social animals, indeed.